I didn't do anything, and I feel like a fucking coward. Like, I just don't know what else to say. Like, I'm a wimp. Like, I'm a freaking wimp. I feel like I went back on my morals because I was scared? Like, what? Like, what? Oh, I can't. That hunger for courage, it's been inescapable. Like, I can't deny it. The courage to be me, the courage to show up, the courage to choose me, the courage to trust me. I'm a firm believer that if something becomes appealing to you all of a sudden, or attractive to you, or if you start craving something, that can be your body's way of you being tapped in and knowing what you're in need of. I've been drawn to red, for example. I've been loving red. Something about the last 6 months, I've been drawn to red. When I wear red, I get a quite noticeable reaction. People, I feel, treat me different. It was to the point when I was getting a new car, I was literally considering getting a red car. I was like, let me not do that. I might get sick of it. Don't get me wrong, I always love red. Like, it's always nice to step out in red, but it's never been like a color of mine. But it's been my color to the point where my friends are commenting on it. Now, if you don't know, red represents power. It represents passion and action. When you think that fiery, masculine, like bold energy, I think courage. When I think red, I think fearlessness. I think just like bold, unapologetic, like just hungry, like it's just that. This is red. That's what red symbolizes, no? By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Insta. Here we talk about personal growth. We talk about manifestation. I love an authentic lifestyle vlog. If any of that sounds like your vibe, please stick around, say a while, subscribe. I love to have you here. Before I even really started to think about it, I was months before I even thought the word courage was appealing and felt like I had a need for courage, I've been attracted to the color red. And this can be on a more physical way too. Your body does it. When a woman is on her period, she's bleeding, she's losing blood, them iron cravings, those steak cravings, that liver craving, that might go up. You might not even know what's going on inside your body. You might not even know. And your body is causing you to crave a meal that would supplement you in exactly what it needs. And I feel like that's the same thing with vitamin deficiencies. Like, it all works together. And say all that to say, even before I truly realized it, I've been craving courage in so many ways. Like, all of my goals, I feel like it's like based in me daring to be, me daring to show up for myself, me daring to put myself out there, me daring to possibly fail, me daring to possibly succeed. Because both of those are scary. Both of those are terrifying. You know, anything that involves getting out of your comfort zone, quite frankly, it involves courage. And then even on like a literal sense, I'll think about real life instances where I need or have been lacking courage. Like, it bothers me more in those moments that I lack courage. Most that know me see me as a bold, talkative, like definitely not shy person, but initially I am shy. Like, when I first meet you, you might get to see the shy side of me. Some people don't get to see it, but when you first meet me, I might be shy. Or in a work setting, I might be shy. Definitely when it comes to public speaking, if you've ever seen me on a stage, absolute cringe. But within the last month, I was presented a mic to speak. The whole time I was trying to talk myself into going up, but I could not bring myself to go up. And I ended up not going up and speaking on the mic. And till this day, like, it bothers me. Like, till this day, I'm like, dang, I really should have talked. Another instance would be, and I'll tell this story real quick. I this is like my most cowardly moment, y'all, and it's been eating me up. Like, I'm like, God. And you know what, it bothers me now more that I'm in this yearning of courage than it did when it happened. I would say maybe like 6 months ago. But we were in a work setting, and it was a spooky dooky time. It was a spooky dooky time in the office. It was like the place was having a tower moment. Like, we just had a manager that had like quit out of nowhere, didn't even put in their 2 weeks, so we were short staffed. We were super short staffed, and then there was crazy things going. I'm in property management, so I work in apartment buildings, and it was just like a crazy time. And because of some crazy time things that was happening, we had some really upset residents, and this resident came in and lashed out at our assistant manager. And yes, we have our work relationship, but even as a person, I love who she is. I love her personality. Like, we definitely have like a friendship by proximity, but all around a great person. I was struggling in this moment where this man came in and came at her just talking crazy. Like, I don't know why I froze, y'all. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was so conflicted because I don't know, I was just scared. I was shocked. I've never really been in this awkward position, not at work. I'm not really a confrontational person. And then I'm seeing it as someone who's in a higher position as me. But then I'm also seeing it as like, okay, somebody that needs help. I don't know what happened, y'all. I froze. Until this day, that breaks my heart. Like, it eats me up. Like, to the point where I've been thinking about it increasingly more and more. I even thought about reaching out to her and saying like, hey, I really, I'm just so sorry for being a coward that day, because the way he came in and talked to her, I understand that he was upset, but that was unacceptable. That is not how I would want anyone to talk to my friend, anyone to talk to anyone that I cared about, anyone to talk to me. Like, I replay in my head, and I would absolutely handle a situation like that differently. I play in my head how I wish I had responded. But in that moment, I lacked the courage. I didn't do anything, and I feel like a fucking coward. Like, I just don't know what else to say. Like, I'm a wimp. Like, I'm a freaking wimp. Like, I hate that. I hate that I did not stand up for someone that I see, like, I feel like was being treated unjustly. Like, that, I feel like I went back on my morals because I was, scared? Like, what? Like, what? Oh, I can't. That hunger for courage, it's been inescapable. Like, I can't deny it. The courage to be me, the courage to show up, the courage to choose me, the courage to trust me. The courage to trust me, like, that's discipline, y'all. The courage to have discipline, the courage to stick to what I say I'm gonna do, not just for others, because it's easy to show up for others when you have somebody watching, but to show up for yourself. The courage to not do what you are programmed to do, to set new pathways. Like, yo, I'm not a confrontational person. I can be, and I do have that fire in me. Like I said, like, once you get to know me, I warm up. There's some people that would never associate me with shy. There's some times that I'm totally outspoken. There's some times where I'll totally stick up for myself and like those around me. But there's some times where I feel like that little girl with a small voice, and I'm afraid to speak up, where I'm afraid to take a step, where I'm afraid to dare to dare to stick to something. This journey on YouTube, a little over 3 months ago, October 30th, 2024 to be exact, or October 31st, I came up on here and I said, gone are the days of overthinking and not posting. I don't care how it's gonna look. I don't care how it comes off. I'm just gonna post, because being in this mind state of, oh, I want to do it, I'm not doing it, and then another month goes by, another year goes by, and you're just not showing up for yourself. There's something about that stagnant energy that it just gets so draining. Anything that is not aligned with your highest good, it gets heavy to carry it. Just like if you're not going for something that deep down you know is destined for you, it gets heavier and heavier to carry that weight of not doing it. And so it was simply that, like, I don't care that I don't have a content strategy. I'm not 100% perfect at this. I don't care that the cringe is gonna come. I don't care that I get 50 views per video. I don't care that no one's tuning in. I'm no longer depriving myself of showing up and giving myself a chance. I'm not gonna be the one not even giving myself a chance. You know, I was tired of that. A couple videos ago, I was talking about the theme words of 2025, and I said words like abundance, focus, and grounded. And yes, those are great words, but now I think I have a better understanding of really what is the root of everything that I'm going after in 2025, and that is courage. The courage to choose myself and to be myself and to reparent myself and to unlearn the things, and the courage to truly let go of those things that are holding you back, truly embarking to greater heights. You cannot carry certain baggage with you. The exchange is, if you ever experienced it, it's undeniable. Like, the more sensitive you get to the flow of life and lessons and how things work, you can't lie to yourself. And I know that there's certain things that I need to have the courage to let go of. Some deep-rooted things that I told myself I needed or that were a part of me, but they weren't. And they really took away parts of me, chipped away parts of me. I'm trying to like refine myself. In this program where we're all like meant to assimilate, unfortunately, the more different you are, or certain people, or me specifically, I'll just speak for myself. Growing up, I truly was led to believe that I wasn't enough, or that I was too much, or that there was something intrinsically wrong with who I was. I did not want to be me. I found so much fault in who I was. There were so many things about myself that I devalued. I remember at some point, I really wanted to be a boy. I would always say, I wish I was born a boy. I was convinced that it would improve my relationship with my parents, and I was just convinced that life would be so much easier. God, no. If you ask me that question now, absolutely never. I don't see it that way. I mean, women definitely have their hardships, but I have by no means want to be a man. And I totally appreciate like the woman life, like the gifts that come with being a woman. I would never trade it off, but it's just to show you how I had an issue with everything that was me. I truly thought that there was a problem to be me. And so having that belief and walking around with that belief, you create habits and you create a personality that is not the one that you came on earth with. I started to find habits and ways to dilute myself, to try to fit in, to try to be cool. And I lost myself along the way. And that's why I'm so grateful for everything that has led me up to this point and my support system, because it's nice to have little mirrors all around you that tell you about yourself. And I find that when my loved ones share the things about me that make them happy, I get glimpses of the real me, the parts of me that have been there, that I can't fake it, that's there whether someone's watching or no one is in the room, the parts of me that have always been there and that didn't even used to come out in just glimpses. Now they come out in just glimpses, but before I used to do it boldly and unapologetically. So anyway, I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if anybody else notices when their body craves things, whether it's a color, whether it's a type of food. But either way, I totally can get with this idea that cravings is either a tie or a calling or a message from a past version of yourself or a future version of yourself. It's really interesting to look at things like that to me, but I'm gonna journal about it. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna unpack it. But your girl is in need of courage this year. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm just feeling like this grow up energy. Like, let's get grown. Like, I definitely have this part of me that's just like this shy little girl, like this scared little girl just hiding behind mama. Like, she's in there and I'm trying to break her free. Like, there's no one to hide behind. Like there's nothing to be scared of. Like, it's time to face those fears. That spirit of fear is not of God. And it's just time to have the courage to step into God's plan, path that God has set aside for you. Like, the courage to step outside of the comfort zone, the easy way, the way that's not serving you, this way that is suppressing you. And oh snap, and just like that, the video cut off, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing I got my message out. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have you ever felt a deeper craving like this? If so, I'm so curious to know about it in the comments. Please do share and like and thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.